series, Naipunya Dance Festival. Kaleidoscope is our newest initiative through which we want to present collaborative and thought-provoking performances from all genres of art. We had planned an extravagant opening for August 30th at the Doherty Valley Performing Arts Center, but the shelter-in-place order has put that event on hold. We did not want to wait though, and decided to put together an event virtually instead. The inspiration for today's event was wind. That wind we so casually breathe in and out has now become our very companion. That wind that is needed to be alive was the one that was stolen from George Floyd. The wind that blows free can also be a stifling force. But winds can blow away the fog and mist. Winds can herald a change. We hope there are more winds that bring good changes everywhere. This is but a little breeze we are starting here today. We also wanted to bring attention to the artists' lives that have been turned upside down by COVID shutdowns. No public performances, no tours. A lot of the artists who depend fully on this for their livelihood have been affected. They have been the silent sufferers, still creating, still passionately engaged in their work. We want to support them and their creativity. We would also like to donate a portion of today's proceeds to the Oakland Public Conservatory of Music, a great institute that inculcates passion, discipline, and dedication among the young and old in Oakland. As you know, our event today is being telecast through Facebook Live on our Namaha Facebook page. It is also being streamed by SCubeTV on their YouTube channel. Without much ado, I would like to welcome Ms. Sabina Zafar, San Ramon's Vice Mayor and Councilwoman. Ms. Zafar not only accepted our invitation to watch the event, but she has also graciously agreed to say a few words about the event and the role of arts in our community. Ms. Zafar was inaugurated into office on December 11, 2018, and is currently serving her first term as a councilwoman. In November 2019, she was appointed as the vice mayor by a unanimous vote of the council and mayor. She is an accomplished technology leader, community volunteer, mentor, and mother. As a San Ramon resident, Ms. Zafar is wholeheartedly committed to giving back to her city. Ms. Zafar is very passionate about the arts and believes art is the common language that crosses all nationalities, religions, and ethnicities to bring people together. I would now like to invite Ms. Zafar, our Vice Mayor, to kindly say a few words and inaugurate the Kaleidoscope San Ramon initiative.
Thank you so much, Naina. I appreciate you hosting this virtually and really bringing us all together from our living rooms. I remember you passionately talking about this event at our Arts Foundation, but I'm so glad though it's still happening virtually, and that's what's changed in our world. Theater, dance, and all forms of performing arts really let people express themselves. And the arts bring meaning to our lives. It's the spirit of our culture. It brings people together. It supports creativity and social cohesion. Performers right now, especially in this time, have a very important role to play during this pandemic. As artists, you can uplift and entertain people as they shelter in place, either by themselves or with their families. So performing artists, I would say, have really found a new home in our living rooms. This performance that you're hosting today is a great example of how you've created and found new ways of entertaining people, to bringing people together, as well as supporting our local artists and really the cause of social justice. So I'm much appreciative of everything that your group is doing in terms of bringing the community together. Winds of Change is a global concert, and I'm hoping we will have people globally join. That's the best thing about virtual events, really. It crosses all boundaries. It goes across the world. So you now have a much bigger audience. So the way I look at it is, yes, we've suffered. We've had a tough time not being able to make it into the theater, but really to be able to cross boundaries and cross cities and cultures and countries to bring people together and showcase some of our local artists is actually a phenomenal opportunity. So I really thank you for bringing this to our living rooms, to our houses, and still getting us together. And now I would like to cut the ribbon. If everybody's ready for that, we're going to try this virtually as well.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. I know it was working perfectly well before.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Zafar. Please keep the mic on. Yes, and it's very true. That is true. As an artist, I'm actually enjoying, the COVID situation because I get to witness so many of these artists right here in my living room. So that's a silver lining, I would say. So we try to see the best in everything, isn't it? So this is a wonderful opportunity, and we are so excited to be bringing all of these wonderful artists right into our homes. So thank you, Ms. Zafar. Thank you. And please do stay on and watch the show. And we will have you back again towards the end of the event.
Thank you
so much. And thanks for playing along with us on that little animation. We wanted to try and, have a little inaugural thing for the initiative that we are starting today. And we hope to bring more such events in the future as well. I now invite the Namaha Foundation for the Arts Youth Team Lead, Anusha Pai, to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anusha Pai, and I am Namaha's Youth Team Lead. With everything that has been happening, now is the time for people to come together. Everything from the COVID-19 pandemic, Black Lives Matter movement has created divides between people. Whatever happens now will ultimately affect the youth of today as we grow up and make our marks on the world. Now is the time for youth like me to stand up, raise our voices, and advocate for what we believe in order to create change. The creators of the following presentation worked very hard to share their thoughts on the current events happening in the world. Once you have watched, please consider donating to support them. The link is available on Namaha Foundation's Facebook page, our website, www.namahaarts.org, and will also be in the Facebook chat. The art is introduced by Ria Manjunath. Thank you.
An Attempt to Cure Humans is a youth group whose goal is to help others view different perspectives on controversial topics and to give hope to the world when times are rough. Like they say, we need a cure for humanity. We need people to voice their opinions respectfully. Please welcome An Attempt to Cure Humans. Before we present their work, we would like to invite Shastri Mahendra to tell us a little about their experience creating the piece for this event.
Hi, so the video experience was unique because me and my partner Jared had to explain how the wind that surrounds us can connect us to social injustice and the COVID-19 virus that's going on right now. And while creating the video script, it took us a while since we had to create a topic and point that could be shown, but also connect all three ideas in the video. Me and my partner made the video to show how people's lives have been impacted through this and problems that are going on currently in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreyas and Jared Fonteca, for that wonderful work. They have specifically created this video for the event today, and here it is.
Dear humans, what if there was no wind? No wind-powered energy, no spread of flower seeds, there would be no life in the air. It seems so small, but we would more than care. But as of now, the only thing that wind is doing for us is harm. The coronavirus is spread through the wind and air. You already knew that, but did you know that only 44% of the population wears their mask? If you cannot wear a mask, you are polluting the air with risk. Are you that self-entitled to not wear a cloth around your mouth? To stop your unpredictably sick air from coming out? Do you really think that this is a joke? 593,000 fatalities, businesses trying to stay afloat. We may be slowly reopening, but that doesn't mean go out to eat with your friends. By doing that, you're bringing us closer to the end. So, you don't want to wear a mask because you can't breathe. Well, oppressed people are unable to project their voice. They can't breathe. They have no choice but to riot and protest and make change. If you're complaining about a mask because it's harder to talk, then rip it off and use your voice for something. Because some of us are doing nothing. Rest in peace, George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, and everyone who died unrightfully and unjustifiably. How many more people need to be shot before we understand what needs to be stopped? If we can't put an end to this trend, our world will only continue towards a downhill trend. So please, we need wind, and we sure do need air. But at this time of despair, we need to wear our mask. We need to use our air, the wind inside of us, to speak out against the things that divide us. We have wind, but we take it for granted. Because by the end of this, you all need to see that the air within you gives you voice, a voice that our future needs, a voice that will eventually and hopefully lead to change.
That was so insightful and thought-provoking. Thank you, Jared Fonseca and Shreyas Mahendra of Attempt to Cure Humans for that thought-provoking.
Dear LGBTQ plus community, I love you.
If you would like to contact an Attempt to Cure Humans, here is their information. You can also contact us at Namaha Foundation for the Arts for more information about the artists.
Wow, wasn't that an amazing video? Such strong words, so true. Well, after that moving video, we move on to our next presentation of the evening. But before that, a big shout out to our media partners, Namrata Johanna and Yamini Nittar of Dil Ki Awaaz on Bollywood 92.3 FM for interviewing us and the youth members of Namaha and getting their perspective of the event. You can listen to it on our website's Kaleidoscope page, our YouTube channel, and on the Facebook pages of Namaha and Dil Ki Awaaz. After watching Attempt to Cure Humans video, William Wordsworth's famous line, "Child is the father of man," comes to mind. We need to stop, open our hearts and minds, and just listen. Sometimes that's all we need to do. Our next performer of the evening is Samir Rao, all the way from India. Samir plays the bansuri, Indian bamboo flute, in the North Indian classical music style called Hindustani music. His initial training began under Pandit Veerabhadraya Hiremat and was later chosen to study under flute maestro Padma Vibhushan Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia. Samir is an A-grade artist of All India Radio and has performed throughout India and internationally. He has been awarded the Yuva Pratibha by the Kannada and Culture Department and Suramani from Sur Singar Samsad, among many others. Samir will be accompanied on the tabla, Indian percussion, by Bhim Shankar Badanur. Bhim Shankar Badanur began his training under Pandit Shivaputra Hugar and Pandit K.S. Hadapad. Later, he studied under Padma Vibhushan Pandit Puttaraj Gavai. Currently, he trains with Pandit Ravindra Yavagal. Sri Badanur has accompanied many eminent artists, providing them with percussion support. For his first piece, Samir has picked a melody in one of the most popular tunes in Hindustani music, Rag Behag. He will begin with a short alap as a prayer to the divine, followed by a medium tempo composition set to Teen Tal, a 16-beat cycle. This is a composition of his guru, Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia. That was a wonderful presentation. Raag Behag, everybody. Samir was going to play live from a studio in Bangalore, which is a 2.5-hour drive from where he lives. That was why he chose to present this concert on Sunday night at this time. But as the COVID situation worsened in India, he was unable to make that journey. So the presentation was pre-recorded in a local studio that unfortunately does not have a great streaming facility. We will hear more from Samir today, but if you would like to reach out to him, here is his information, his contact details. You can find him here, and this will be also shared later. We now travel back from India to the USA with a click of a button. That's technology for you. And if you're thinking of time travel, maybe this is what it is. We are 12.5 hours behind where Samir lives. So we now have a Native American flute performance by Ronayellow Robe. Rona is a singer, songwriter, born and raised in Montana. She is a member of the Chippewa Cree tribe of Rocky Boy, Montana, and is known for her powerful vocal ability, Native American flute style, and heart-filled presence. Rona is a winner of the Native American Awards Flutist of the Year in 2014 and 2016. She will be joined by Bruce Witham. The two have been creating music together since 2008.
Hello everybody, my name is Ronayellow Robe and this is my music partner Bruce Witham. And we want to say thank you first of all to the Namaha Foundation for the Arts for inviting us to be part of the Winds of Change concert. And we thought it would be appropriate to play you an original off of our Voice of the Tree album called Chasing the Wind. So if you may, we'll start us off with Chasing the Wind. right. So that's always a really fun song to do. So thank you so much. We're going to play this next song, which is off of our Shoot for the Moon album. It was a poem actually that was gifted to me from a good friend named Greg Hammett. And when he gifted me the poem, he says, I don't know if you can do anything with it, but you know, it's yours. And so when I presented it to my music partner, Bruce, he was able to come up with a beautiful instrumental part. And by the way, all the music that you're hearing in the background, along with Bruce's guitar, has been produced in the studio by Bruce. He plays a multitude of instruments, and he just can't play them at once. So we have our little jam band in the box there that plays all the other instruments that he's not able to do at once. So this song is called "You Can't Stand in the Same River Twice." And our friend Greg Hammock had told us that that one day he was playing his flute, and he was in his yard, and a hummingbird had just come up and just started dancing around his flute, and he was just so moved by the experience, he decided he was going to go and try it again the next day. But the hummingbird didn't come back. And what it did is it kind of triggered a thought, a saying that one of our good friends, Jesse, had told him, is that, you can't stand in the same river twice. And so it just inspired him to write this poem, and it became this song. And it's very appropriate for this time as we're going through many changes in our world and in our lives. And that, sometimes we can be so caught up and lost in the past of what was, that we can miss the great things that are happening right before us. And even though it seems really challenging, we find that sometimes Spirit moves us in directions that always don't feel so appealing, and also the fact that we're of the human nature that don't like change. So anyway, this is called "You Can't Stand in the Same River Twice."
Volume level.
The very next day
endless days reign, reliving the moment they seem nice. But what goes for the pleasure must go for the pain.
Thank you so much. We're going to, before Samir comes on, we want to play you a song from this final session called Sacred Guardians, and it's off of our new album called Sunday's Child. And you know, one of the things I know is throughout my life, I've always had spirit guides watching over me, as well as people in the physical watching over me. And so this is to all of our sacred guardians, whether they come from the spirit world or whether or not they're walking here with us on earth. Thank you very much.
Wow, wasn't that wonderful? Haunting, I would say. Rona will be enthralling us some more today, but if you want to check out her work, learn more about her, contact her maybe even, here is her contact information.
We've had a wonderful start to our concert. Please consider donating during or after this amazing showcase of talented artists. The link to donate is available on our Namaha Facebook page and our website, www.namahaarts.org. Thank you.
Very true. All donations will be used to fund the artists and the art institution that we have selected. So please do donate. And I would also like to take this moment to thank all our donors, our contributors. We cannot thank you enough for what you have done. This has been a true team event, a community coming together. While music was a way of reaching our hearts and soul, words can be a powerful tool in the right hands. Darius Simpson is a writer, educator, performance artist, disruptor, and skilled living room dancer from Akron, Ohio. He received his BA in political science from Eastern Michigan University. Darius is a candidate for his MFA in creative writing poetry from Mills College. He believes in revolutionary love and the liberation of all oppressed people by any means necessary. Spoken word presentation by Darius Simpson, everybody.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, thank you all for having me. Really excited to be here. Coming to you live from Oakland, California. I'm going to be reading a poem that touches on some of what was mentioned earlier with the experience of Black folks in this country specifically with state-sanctioned violence, particularly from the police. And so here we go. Yeah, I did it. Swallowed the box of cigarillos, vomited loose cigarettes on the sidewalk, sold the case of CDs, sat motionless in 4 a.m. couch drool, spread arms face down in backyard dirt, surrendering, told them I didn't do it, told them I couldn't breathe, told them I couldn't resist if I wanted to, hands, ankles, breath, shackled. I told them I couldn't breathe, both wrists locked behind my head, throat back. I reached for the pistol, pulled a round nose bullet from backseat thin air. I slaughtered myself while hog-tied. I was Houdini. Now I'm that butter knife on my waist was actually a samurai sword. I was a samurai. I was reaching for the zipper at the top of my spine. I was getting ready to unwrap its layers of costume skin, reveal green patchworks of scaled flesh, chest cracked apart like kindling wood chips, new mouth brandishing dragon tongue, ash breath lungs, Hulk-like demon blossoming on all of me, even behind the pointed ears. He lucky he shot, choked, tased first, cause I was about to snap my neck open. See, I got this ill superpower where I can transform into a lie before it's told. And he must have known that. That's why I'm a mess on the concrete now. This cop cried wolf. He got me instead. Already spinning lies from dust while my flesh spin whistles its way to the ground. I overheard him saying, He had to do it. And he was right. If not for the gun, headlock, car smash, I would have fully developed porcelains, bat-winged shoulder blades, grenade pins instead of teeth, a poison-tipped lion tail curling in the wind. But he got the drop on me, so now I'm just lying there half shape-shifted, looking almost as weapon as he said I was, looking almost fairy tale enough to make it home, pupils fluttering against closed eyelid canvas, my hardly lived life splattered crimson, my jaw blown off its hinges in front of me. Looked like I was about to say something, but an explosion took the mouth right out my mouth. Half the boy I was spilling onto a missed call screen, drowning in puddles of me scattered on the concrete. My body is no more a body, now a myth. Thank you. And then, so that's the end of that. That poem deals in the lies that are told by police in the immediate aftermath of killing Black folks. And so like we have some very recent examples. One name that is thrown around very heavily is George Floyd. I also want to call on the names of Tony McDade, Breonna Taylor, Hakeem Littleton, and then the list goes on, and it has continued to go on. And so, yeah, in the Bible, when it says, I believe in the liberation of all oppressed people, I would love to see a world where there is no more names in this way. And so, yeah, this next poem thinks about the movement of Black bodies in general and what it's been like for me to be Black and in movement. As mentioned, I am from Akron, Ohio, and this is a true story. In the 6th grade, I had the cleanest, best moonwalk in the entire state of Ohio. It's proven. It was so good that whenever I turned to the side and started wiggling my feet, even my teachers knew to clear the hallways because it was about to get real. At the end of the year talent show, I slid back so smooth. They say I actually reversed time and they had to start the whole show over again. One day, while perfecting my shoeless glide across smooth surfaces, I nearly knocked a glass off the kitchen table. And my father said it was time I start minding my step. He said, a dancer must always consider the consequences of his movements. 3 years later, I'm 14, alone and walking to the gas station. Headphones in, hood up. Do you remember the time by Michael Jackson blasting on full volume? On this night, you could not convince me that I was not the king of pop himself. Then this cop pulled up straight out of thin air. He stopped me dead in my two-step, told me I didn't belong in the neighborhood I grew up in, called me a word that was not my name, told me to go back where I came from. I felt my blood actually starting to boil. My tongue melted like plastic onto my gums. My throat was a charred wooden door, barely keeping the fire words inside. Y'all, my fists were curled tight and squeezing the burning air in front of me. But I remained still. See, no matter how hot I was, I knew the consequences of not keeping my hands frozen. I was stuck, standing on the side of the road, imagining all the other Black boys who have had to learn the choreography of a traffic stop. Those who made all the moves they were taught and still got beat, and all the Black boys lying still in a grave made from their father's warnings. And I thought, when a perfectly logical move or look or following orders could lead to you never dancing again, that means that there is no right way to avoid the casket. So we might as move as much as we possibly can while we're here. So if you see me out two-stepping or line dancing or shaking my shoulders, don't ask me why I'm always dancing. Ask what kind of country convinces its people that they are safest when stiff. I dance because I stopped moving once when I was 13 in order to survive, and my body still hasn't forgiven me. I dance because I feel like it, because being Black is hard, because after a long day, sometimes defying gravity is the only way to show that you are rebellious. I dance because sometimes it just feels good to sweat, having all this sweat pouring from my body and not a tear in sight. Ever so often, I have flashbacks to moonwalking at the 6th grade talent show, a time before I understood the gravity of being Black and in motion. When the bass on a dance floor reaches both hands inside my chest and remixes my pulse, I forget this country wants me lifeless. And for a few seconds at a time, it feels like I'm actually walking on the moon and never coming back. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful. I had heard Darius perform at a festival in Oakland, and actually I think I heard him perform the same piece. And he had left such a lasting impression on my mind that day. It has only deepened more today. Thank you, Darius, for that poignant performance and for being a part of this journey of Winds of Change. If you want to reach Darius Simpson, here is his contact info. Please do reach out to him. Before we move on, I would like to give a big shout out to SCubeTV for being another media partner. They interviewed Samir, Rona, and me, spotlighting the event. You can listen to it on our Namaha Foundation for the Arts Facebook page and on the SCubeTV YouTube channel. And they're also streaming this event live on their YouTube channel. We now proceed to the second piece of Samir's presentation. But before that, I would like to invite Samir to join us and say a few words about his experience making music for this event. So if we can have Samir. Hi, Samir. Namaste. Good morning for you. So yeah, we wanted to ask you, what was your experience creating music for Winds of Change?
First of all, thanks a lot for making me a part of this event. I really feel honored. And it was a wonderful experience to collaborate with Rona and you, trying to understand how her music works, how my music works. And trying to find a middle path where we both can meet musically and create something.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samir. And we would request you to stay on and join us again at the end of the event. But we will now move on to Samir's next piece, which is in Rag Durga. It will begin with a short alap, followed by a fast tempo composition, once again set to the 16-beat cycle, Teen Tal. This is Samir's own composition. May the goddess Durga deliver us from evil and bring peace to all. Such a beautiful, energetic, brisk piece. That was Rag Durga. Thank you, Samir, for that wonderful rendition. We now present Rona's second piece for the evening.
All right, so we're back, and I want to say thank you so much, Samir, for your beautiful song. This next song we're going to perform for you is titled Voice of the Trees, and actually Voice of the Trees is the first album Bruce and I created together. And so Voice of the Trees comes from the spirit of healing. And about 23 years ago, I was walking down the beach of Seattle, Washington, Alki Beach, and I just remember feeling very heavy, you know, because I knew that I couldn't go back to where I came from, the experience I came from, but I was afraid to go forward. You know, I was afraid of the change and the unknown. And I come to know a voice within me that, that today I know is like the Spirit of God within me. And in this, while I was walking down feeling low, the voice said to me, Rana, do you see that tree over there? And I acknowledged, I see it. And the voice said, Rana, do you believe that that tree belongs here? And I was like, well, of course I do. Yeah, I believe that. And the voice said, Rana, do you believe that you belong here like that tree belongs here? And then that moment I began to weep because at that time I didn't feel like I belonged here. And it took a lot of healing. It took a lot of, you know, one day at a time to be able to be the woman that stands before you today, to be able to play the music and share the stories that I have to share with you. You know, I've learned that memories without the emotional charge is wisdom. And that a lot of times the memories of my past would stop me and block me from being able to be in the present moment. And so that healing had come about through my tribe. And so, and able to play this song, this is the spirit of Voice of the Trees. So if we may, Bruce and I will play for you our song, Voice of the Trees.
Calling to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The next song we're going to perform for you is Caterpillar and Butterfly. And this is also off of our Voice of the Trees album. And the story goes that when you see a caterpillar, you're not going to call it a butterfly. And when you see a butterfly, you're not going to call it a caterpillar. And yet, the butterfly is the higher expression. And one day there was a little caterpillar and he was scooching along, he was minding his own business and he wasn't mind being a caterpillar at all. And he looked up and he sees this butterfly flitting in the air. And the caterpillar said, "You will never catch me in one of those contraptions." And you won't, because it takes a consciousness for that to happen. And did you know that when the caterpillar goes into consciousness, it gets a vibration throughout its body, and it knows from the intelligence within that it's time to gather the materials to create the chrysalis. And it's only within the stillness and the darkness and the quiet of the cocoon where the magic is able to take place. And there's this saying, you've probably heard it, that just when the caterpillar believed it was going to die, it became the butterfly. Right? And what that means to me in my experience is it's about surrendering. It's about allowing Creator to do what it's capable of doing, right? And so, you know, the beautiful part about this story, did you know that when it's time for the butterfly to come out of the cocoon, that it needs every single movement. It needs every single movement in pushing the cocoon off of its body to be able to strengthen its wings and to be able to fly. And if I were to happen upon the struggle, if I were to happen upon this transformation as the butterfly was coming out of the cocoon, "Oh, you poor little butterfly, you can't do that without my help. Here, let me help you." And if I were to pull the cocoon off of the butterfly's body, the butterfly would fall to the ground and it would die. And it would lose the experience of butterfly. So this is our story. Our elders of our tribe teach us to pay attention to nature because we can learn from nature. And the beautiful part about this transformation, though if you Wikipedia this transformation, it's not as romantic as the story I'm sharing with you is. It's actually a very difficult and kind of grotesque kind of process. But I haven't been personally through a transformation that hasn't been hard. And the beautiful part about this story is that you cannot be the butterfly without being the caterpillar. And what this means is that the lower states of our lives are just as necessary to be able to come and to be able to fly. So, if we may, I'm going to play the lower part of my blue heron flute to be the caterpillar, and the higher part will be the butterfly, and then they become one, right? Because that's how we share our wisdoms.
Wasn't that a power-packed presentation? Such a beautiful piece, caterpillar and butterfly. I just hope we all come out of our situations today like butterflies. What a transformation that would be. Rona and Samir have worked together to create a collaborative piece. It will be the final piece of this evening, but before we get there, I would like to invite Rona to tell us a little about her experience working with Samir. Rona, can we have...
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a very wonderful experience. So thank you so much, Naina.
Thank you, Rana. We have been absolutely mesmerized by your pieces and by Samir's pieces. So the pleasure is all ours, and it's an honor to host such amazing artists. It's been really wonderful. So the two of you have worked on a piece together, and we're going to play that as a final piece. How was your experience working with Samir?
You know, he's so wonderful because, you know, I mean, just his compassion, and, you know, when he sent me the piece, the music, and I first heard him, and like, I was just amazed, and I was thinking, how can I compliment such a beautiful piece? And so, you know, so I really had to find that spirit, just let go and to play my spirit into that song. And, you know, he was so helpful. You know, we would get together, you know, when we could, and he would help me through, you know, so he was just, you know, yeah, it was a really great experience. And his spirit and soul, you know, we both agreed that, you know, our coming together like this is no mistake. And yeah, and I feel very honored and complimented that, Naina, that you asked me to play with such a wonderful, accomplished Bansuri player as Samir. Thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful. You know, it's really amazing. You didn't have much time, and you know, you guys got together and came up with this melody. I would love to see you bring out some more pieces together with a little bit more time and more, you know, accompanying accessory music with that. So that's lovely. Everybody has to wait till the end to watch that.
Yeah.
Piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
please stay with us, because it's amazing what he's able to do, and then what you offer to it is just, it's so graceful. It just brings it all together. So thank you. Yeah.
Rona, can we ask you to play a melody right now? Just
sure.
A minute or two?
Okay, yeah, sure. So this is my Native American flute, and different than the Bansuri that Samir was playing. So. Thank you.
Amazing how wind sounds in different instruments, isn't it? I mean,
yes, it is.
It sounds in one way, and your Native American flute sounds another way. Both melodious and both beautiful.
Yes, thank you so much, and you know, thank you for giving, you know, myself and Samir, you know, all of us as artists, a place to come and contribute our music. You know, it meant a lot to me to be able to, you know, Carlos Santana says, you know, that music brings light into the darkness. And this is one of the places, like, when I was confused, how do I show up to help our world? You know, how do I do this? And, you know, and I was looking for avenues, and you know what, it's not an accident that you called me, because it was my prayer. So thank you so much for giving me a place to support, you know, our world while things are going on and everything. It means a lot to me. So thank you.
Thank you, Rona. Destiny, I believe, right? We were destined to meet.
That's right.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Rona. Stay on. We would like to have you back at the end of the show.
Okay.
So we will move on to our next performer, though, for the evening, Doyle Smines. With Doyle, we will be celebrating the LGBTQ community A storyteller, a solo performer from Long Beach, California, he was a finalist at the Search for Long Beach's Greatest Storyteller and has performed extensively in Long Beach. He was also a performer at the Shine Storytelling Festival. We are so excited to have Doyle join us for Winds of Change.
Faggot, queer, gay, homo. Oh, I remember that one. Somebody called me that back in my small Midwestern junior high school when I was in the 7th grade back in the 70s. I really didn't know much about gayness. It wasn't on TV or in the newspaper. So when that guy called me a homo, it sent me running to my trusty Webster's dictionary. No, it wasn't on my phone or my tablet or my laptop. No, those things didn't exist. Webster's was a dusty, hard-covered book in the library. I went to the library, I took the book off the shelf, went over to the corner so no one would see which word I was looking up. And I still remember the definition I read that day. Homo, homosexual, of or relating to one's own sex. What? I wasn't relating to my own sex. Well, maybe sort of, kind of, but hey, that's just a phase. All guys go through that phase, don't they? So for the next 30 some years, I went through my phase. And even while I got married and had 2 children, I kept wishing those feelings would go away, but they didn't. And I stayed married for 27 years. And every time I told myself the lie that I wasn't gay, I cut deep wounds into my sense of self and self-worth. But that would change. One August afternoon, my wife sat me down in the living room of our house, and she asked me the question that I had been running from my entire life. She said, "Are you gay?" In that moment, 1,000 thoughts went through my mind. I thought, you know, I'm really tired of you, and I'm tired of us. But mostly, I'm sick and tired of living a lie. So I said, yes, I'm gay. And with those few words, my life would be forever changed and would quickly begin to unravel. What followed was a series of meetings between my children and my siblings. I had to sit down with my kids, my son and his wife, my daughter and her husband, and I had to tell them that I was gay. At first, I thought it was a difficult conversation because I was telling them that I was gay, but later on, I realized the truth was difficult because I was admitting that I was a liar. And I worried that my kids would question my love for them. If I lied about my sexual orientation, would my love for them also lie? Where did my lying stop and start? Conversations with my siblings were equally as difficult. And by the end of it, I was exhausted. I felt like someone had hit me in the stomach and I was knocked out of wind. I needed to get away from everyone and everything. My friend had a cabin on the ocean. I called to explain the situation and he graciously agreed to let me stay there for the week. The plan was that I would leave on Sunday afternoon and my friends Rob and Brenda would come the following Friday to join me for the weekend. Those days at the cabin were dark days. They were filled with lots of hateful and self-abusing thoughts. Everything I thought would happen to me if I came out was happening. I felt afraid, like I didn't matter. I felt alone and hopeless. By the time Wednesday night came around, I saw no hope for my life as a gay man. And then I had a thought. At first it was just a passing thought, but it quickly gained momentum. What if I ended it all right here, right now? All the pain, all the suffering would be over, and then Rob and Brenda were going to come on Friday, and on Thursday night, I walked out onto the deck with a fistful of pills. And I sat and I looked out at the ocean for a long time. I don't know how long I sat like that. But at some point I stood up. I couldn't bring my hand to my mouth. It was like my arm was frozen. And then I had a moment of clarity, and I felt the fog lift, and I felt my hand open, and the pills fell from it, and they bounced on the deck and fell between the cracks. I was right. I was going to die that night. The old Doyle, the out of alignment with who he is, Doyle was going to die that night. So I killed him. And I decided to let the new Doyle have a chance at life, to have the Doyle who is in alignment with who he really was. I decided to stop picking at those wounds of self-hate and self-abuse, and I decided to let them heal and become scars. And what I came to realize was that I had to learn to appreciate and love those scars because they were a part of me. I had to learn to appreciate them because they made me who I am and brought me clarity. And I believe that I have inside of me everything I need to live a bountiful life. With all the love alive in me, I'll stand as tall as the tallest tree. And I'm grateful for each day that I'm given, both the easy ones and the hard ones I'm living. But most of all, I'm thankful for loving who I really am. I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm beautiful. And I am here. Thank you.
Wow. That was a really moving piece, Doyle. And I don't know about others, but it was definitely really moving. We can never learn about other cultures and other people if we don't extend our hand and invite them. Today, we are lucky we can invite them into our homes. And that teaches us so much. We are similar in so many ways, and the differences make us beautiful. And that is what is really exciting about the world, isn't it? The colors, the shades, the vibrancy of all of this. I mean, how boring would it be if we had just one shade or one color? And that, I think, is the essence of our lives. So thank you, Joel, for joining us here today and being a part of this wonderful journey. I hope you're all enjoying the show. We have another youth volunteer who would like to say something. And if you want to reach Doyle and, just have him over to one of your events, get to know him better, here is his contact information. Doyle's Minds, everybody, celebrating the LGBTQ plus community.
That was an amazing performance by Doyle. If you've enjoyed the performances so far, please consider donating to support these hardworking artists. The link to donate is available on our Namaha Facebook page and our website, www.namahaarts.org.
I hope you are all enjoying the show so far. We are almost coming to the last part. Yes, please do consider donating to this event and to Namaha Foundation for the Arts so we can bring more such thought-provoking programs to our community, to our homes. A big shout out to our media partners, 101.7 KKIQ. They took up our cause and helped spread the word, even though we reached out to them late in the game. So thank you, 101.7 KKIQ. We now present another piece by Samir Rao, a short piece called Dhun in Rag Kamach, set to Tal Dadra, a 6-beat cycle.
Oh,
What a wonderful piece. I know it's getting late. We have 2 more pieces till the end of the program, so please stay with us. We will be done soon, but I hope you're enjoying what we have brought for you. Rona will now present her 3rd piece for the evening, and this will be followed by the collaborative piece that we discussed earlier, with Rona and Samir working together to create a piece especially for today's concert. Before that, we have Rona's 3rd piece for the evening.
So here we are in the closing of our portion of the concert event, Winds of Change. And we have 2 songs we're going to share with you. The first one that we're going to share in our closing is called Summer Solstice. And as I mentioned earlier in Caterpillar and Butterfly, that our elders had taught us how to be able to pay attention to nature, to watch it, because it can teach us so many things. And I come from a little town, Havre, Montana, USA, where it is many times the coldest spot in the nation. We can get to, in our winters, it's very typical to have 32 below, 40 below, 0 Fahrenheit. And then with wind chills, at times we've had 90 below wind chill factor. And, I tell you, it's usually during that season, it's really cold. And, our elders taught us that just like the earth has seasons, that we as human beings have seasons. And so we go through winter times, and I think that the experience that we're having here in the world is like a winter time for us. We're having to social distance, wear masks, there's a lot of limitation that is happening to us, and that's what winter does too. It kind of limits us in ways. And so being able to understand that, even though like it's the winter time, it's cold, it's a long nighttime where our days are really short, the surface of our grounds in Montana, it's frozen feet deep, and, there's no leaves on the trees, everything is dormant. It's, it's just kind of can be a bleak season. But underneath the surface of all that snow, there's a power happening that we can't see, right? And so coming upon into the springtime, like in where I come from, my little town, is that we'll get like a little blade of grass and it's like, oh, it's hope, and then all of a sudden it'll drop another 2 feet of snow. And we've had our winters going up into the month of June, but then all of a sudden we have this place where when the spring starts coming, all of a sudden we see the blades just coming left and right. We can see the trees are beginning to bud. We see the hope of the flowers beginning to come through the earth and then to bud. And then all of a sudden, here we are, we're feeling that place of hope, right? That's what spring represents to me, hope. Like, I can make it through. I made it this far, I can make it through. And then all of a sudden we're in the full-blown warmth of summer. Where everything is in its bloom and it's beautiful and everything smells so good, and we're like, oh, did you just see what I went through back there? I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I did, And so it's just like, we go through that, and then all of a sudden the fall is pretty tricky, because fall is one of my favorite seasons, because the whole earth just begins to change into these brilliant colors of burgundy and orange and red, the trees, and it's just so beautiful. Right? But what's happening is that we're getting ready and preparing for another winter, right? And I love it because with the trees, that when the leaves come down, is that you used to think that leaves fell, but did you know that if you looked at the stem of the leaf, it has a hook, and the leaf lets go because it knows it's time for its season to end, and it surrenders into the winter. Right? And then we do it again, right? Because in the summertime, we end up having, the leaves have to fall because greater growth must come, right? And in our summertime, we have the ability to share great fruits of things that we've been through, because of being strengthened by our winters. So the cycle of the summer is part of our life. The song of the seasons of the earth is part of our lives as humans. So this song we're going to play for you is called Summer Solstice. And it's just where we are right now. We're in the celebration of summer. So if we may, this is off of our Gathering album, Summer Solstice. That song is so beautiful. You know, we're going to go ahead and close with a song that is off of our Sunday's Child album. It's a song that was written by a group back in the, is it the 60s, Bruce, or 70s?
1967.
1967, and they were called the Youngbloods. And Bruce and I have paid for the rights to be able to perform this song and to have it on our Sunday's Child album. And so we would like to share this. It's very pertinent to our day. It was pertinent to back then and what they were going through in the 60s. And it's also pertinent to what we're going through today. It's about, you know, being together, sharing that friendly smile, going to the extra mile to make this world a better place. This song is called Get Together.
Okay, volume.
Love is but a song.
song for the heart, a great song to end with. We want to say thank you, everyone who participated in this wonderful event of Winds of Change. Thank you, Namaha Foundation, for inviting Bruce and our music together and being a part of this wonderful event. Have a great and wonderful day.
That was such a beautiful piece. Foot tapping number. I hope you were all dancing there at home. I know I was. So we are now to our final piece for the evening. I know it's Sunday night. Everybody has work come Monday morning, the realities of life. But thank you all for staying with us this long. And it's now time for that finale piece. We invite all the artists of tonight to join us at the end of this piece. And I would also like to take a moment to thank Shailaja Dikshit and Jackie Guzzo for being our cheerleaders from the word get go. If you have enjoyed our concert today, please consider donating to the Namaha Foundation for the Arts so we can continue to bring unique programs and amazing artists like tonight. We have some exciting events planned, so follow us on social media and do keep in touch. We'd like to hear from you. Send us your feedback to namahaffa@gmail.com. Once again, namahaffa@gmail.com. And We Hope is a collaborative effort by Samir and Rona. They have never met before. They couldn't meet to discuss it in person. Separated by time and distance, they have still created this beautiful piece. And well, I couldn't stop myself from dancing for it. I hope you enjoy what they have composed for tonight, and I hope I'm not bringing the piece down. Presenting And We Hope. I hope you liked that presentation. Thank you, Samir and Rona, for letting me add my little piece in there. The melody was so beautiful. I mean, I couldn't prevent myself from joining in and being a part of it. So thank you for letting me do that. And thank you everybody once again for staying, watching. I know Sunday nights are always tough nights, but thank you all for joining. I wanted to let you know we will have this link up active on our Facebook page for another week. We will have it up for one more week. So please do share it with friends and family. If anybody has missed out on watching this, we will have it available for another week. So please do visit our Facebook page and watch, and you can watch this anytime and watch it in parts, watch it fully, however you want to do it. So I would like to thank everyone. But before we leave for tonight, I would like to call all the artists back on the screen. We don't have a way of doing a bow otherwise. So I would like to have all the participants for tonight to kindly join us. We have Ronayellow Robe. Say hi, Rana. We have
Hi.
Doyle Smines. Hi, Doyle.
Hi there.
We have
Hi.
Samir. Keep your videos on, you guys. Can we have Jared and Shreyas? Hi, Jared. I'm glad you could join us. I hope it's not too late for you guys. It's still holidays, so I guess it's okay. So hi, Shreyas. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful piece. It was really, really moving, and we are honored to have you guys do that, especially for us. Is Darius here? Can we have Darius on as well? Can we have Vice Mayor Sabina Zafar? Thank you, Vice Mayor. I'm sorry it's been a long night for you, and I think for everybody else, tomorrow it was a working day. Samir, though, his Monday morning has started in India, so so I guess we're missing Darius. So well. We'd like, can somebody take a screenshot of this, and then I'll call all the volunteers on as well. Do you have to come online to take the shot?
No, I've taken a few, so we're good.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so we were all in our own weird, funky way.
Yeah. I can do another one if you'd like.
Okay. See, I'm not. You know, social media and me, we are like not great friends. So I have this great team of young high school volunteers who help me with all of this and keep me straight. So I would like to call them on as well. So can I have Sindhuri Kalavacharla? She is our tech guru. And her mom, Nalini Kalavacharla, she has been online on Facebook, keeping track of everything through WhatsApp and keeping all of us, you know, informed. Can I have Anusha Pai, our youth team lead? Hi, Anusha. And can I have Ritu Kirsur and Maya Mankude, also our youth members? Ria Manjunath and her mom, Sahana Manjunath, who are also part of the Namaha team. Ria is part of the youth team, and Sahana is part of our Namaha Foundation for the Arts office bearers. So here we have the full quorum. We are missing Darius, of course, but maybe we'll ask him to send his picture and Photoshop it. So thank you all for joining us, for accepting to be part of this concert. We have enjoyed it thoroughly. I really enjoyed putting it together, and I am so appreciative for all of you coming here. What can I say? I'm just overwhelmed, and I'm just very emotional tonight. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. This was truly a global event. We had India, we had USA, and within USA we had Long Beach, our own hometown, San Francisco. We had Oakland, everything. So it's a wonderful time. So please do share. As I said, the link will still be up for another week. So if anybody has missed it, you can watch the whole show. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive. Good night, everybody. And I also would like to thank all the donors before we leave tonight for your contributions. Really appreciate it. Definitely, it has made this occasion really special. Could not have done it without you guys. As I said, it takes a village, as everybody says, right? It takes a village. And it's taken a community and more to create this. So wonderful. And our media partners, again, Dil Ki Awaaz on Bollywood 92.3 FM, 101.7 KKIQ, and SCubeTV for partnering with us and helping us do all the publicity. And thank you, Vice Mayor, Ms. Sabina Zafar, for joining in, for those lovely words, and for doing our little spinny thingy, as I call it, to inaugurate. And Cindery was the one who created that logo and also made it move. So
I appreciate you letting me join. It was beautiful.
Thank you, Ms. Zafar. So please tune in. Stay tuned. We will have more such events coming up, and my mind is already working on the next one. So thank you all. Good night. Have a nice time. Cindery still wants to take a few pictures, so let's stay on. Doyle, can you come back on? I hope you don't mind. I hope you're not gone off screen. Big thank you to Bruce Witham and Deem Shankar Badanur as well, the accompanying artists for Rona and Samir. So Doyle, can you come a little bit closer so we can get a closer? Oh, the lighting is not that great when you get close. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's give a nice smile now. No funky moves.
Okay, we're gonna do like a countdown.
Right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'll take another one.
Another one. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. Have a good night. And
Thanks so much, Naina. It was beautiful. Absolutely.
Thank you, Rana.
All right, good night, everyone. Thanks, Samir. Thank you.